Manchester United bombshell transfer that could change and bring glory back to Old Trafford. Hey football fans, welcome back to United News. Big transfer updates today. Manchester United is in the headlines once again as they're making waves in the summer transfer window. Man United very closely following bargain £62.5 million star with transfer almost inevitable. Manchester United are following a Premier League attacker very closely, and his £62.5 million transfer has been described as almost inevitable, while Fabrizio Romano has confirmed United's early plans for the summer. Ruben Amorim will be given freedom to reshape Man Utd's squad in his image. The process will take time, with the fact Man United only signed one first-team player, Patrick Dorgu, in January evidence of that. However, United's aim is clear, and according to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano, the Red Devils want additions at striker and in the number 10 positions. For sure, the intention is to bring in at least one player able to play behind the strikers and one center forward, a proper number 9 who can score goals regularly, explained the reporter. And according to a fresh update from AS, Wolves ace, Matheus Cunha, is in Man Utd's sights. The Brazil international, 25, can play either as a striker or behind the frontman. If brought to United, the expectation is he'd line up in one of the dual number 10 roles in Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation. Cunha penned a contract extension at Molineux on February 1st that tied his future to Wolves until 2029. However, a release clause worth £62.5 million was inserted into the agreement. Per AS, that sizable sum represents a bargain for a player of Cunha's caliber and offensive output. Indeed, the versatile forward has notched 15 goal contributions, 11 goals, 4 assists, in 23 Premier League matches for Wolves this term. Cunha has almost single-handedly given Wolves a fighting chance of avoiding relegation. His 15 goal contributions mean he's been directly involved in 44.1% of Wolves' 34 league goals so far. Matheus Cunha transfer, almost inevitable. The presence of the release clause, which has no restrictions on which clubs can trigger it, makes Cunha changing teams in the summer almost inevitable, per the report. Man United as well as Tottenham are described as following his development very closely. Arsenal and Nottingham Forest both explored moves for the Brazilian in January, though Wolves were understandably against selling and Cunha was content to remain in situ until the summer at the earliest. But given so many high-powered sides are sniffing around, it does seem likely at least one club will be willing to activate the release clause. Interestingly, AS claimed the value of Cunha's release clause will not diminish if Wolves suffer relegation to the Championship. As such, interested clubs already know the precise amount a transfer will cost, and all eyes will be on who can agree personal terms with the player ahead of the summer window opening its doors. Manchester United eyeing shock deal for ex-Manchester City star João Cancelo. Manchester United have set their sights on former Manchester City fullback João Cancelo. As per reports, United prioritized strengthening their wing-back options during the winter transfer window, securing the services of Patrick Dorgu from Leeds. The new signing made his debut on the right side in the FA Cup, but in the long run he is anticipated to play as a left wing-back under Ruben Amorim. Diogo Dalot and Noussair Mazraoui are natural right-backs but lack intensity and positional awareness to play as wing-backs. Accordingly, the Red Devils might find themselves looking for another wing-back in the summer, considering just how important they are in creating width and stretching the opposition in the 3-4-3 system. Manchester United want João Cancelo. As per Fichages, United are interested in signing Cancelo from Al Hilal. The Portuguese star left City to move to Saudi Arabia last summer after loan stints at Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Now, his impressive showings have led to suggestions that he could return to Europe. The Spanish outlet claimed that the 30-year-old has shown that he is still a world-class fullback with his versatility and offensive quality. Interestingly, they claim Erik ten Hag believes that the defense needs urgent reinforcements and sees Cancelo as an ideal option to strengthen the right flank. Since the Dutchman has already been shown the exit doors at Old Trafford, we can only assume the reporter meant Amorim. The suggestion United would make a move for the ex-City star plying his trade in Saudi is certainly bold and should be taken with a pinch of salt. Having said that, Cancelo has the skill sets to be a good wingback for United. Under Pep Guardiola, The right-back was given freedom to roam in the final third at the Etihad, owing to his excellent close control and crossing ability. The report adds that AC Milan and Aston Villa are also keeping a close eye on the Portugal international. Man United learn asking price for outstanding Serie A midfield dynamo also on Man City's radar. Manchester United target and Atlanta midfielder Ederson. Interest from Premier League clubs remains strong for Atlanta star Ederson, with new contacts expected in the coming weeks between his entourage and teams in the race. Team Talk can reveal. At the moment, both Manchester City and Manchester United consider the Brazilian midfielder a possible valuable purchase to strengthen the squad in the summer, with United particularly keen as they prepare to offload Christian Eriksen and Case Moreau, although they could be tricky due to the high demands in terms of fees and salary. Liverpool are also looking for a new midfielder for the summer and have asked for information on Ederson, as we have reported in the past. But at the moment they are to be considered more on the sidelines, with Frankie de Jong and Angelo Stiller, among others, higher up on their list. For their part, Atlanta, who we were told at the beginning of January did not even want to listen to possible offers for Ederson, are now more open to considering bids at the end of the season, also to please Ederson, who would like to leave. The price has already been set, with the Italian club valuing the player at around €60 million, £49 million/ $62 million. As for Ederson, he desires to play in the Premier League, but does not have a preferred destination in terms of a specific club. He does, however, want to leap into a competition he loves and would like to play in soon. The race is now open, with Atlanta open to letting him go in the summer for a suitable offer. Man United preparing €40 million bid to sign Barcelona ace as significant upgrade on 2 stars. Barcelona defender Alejandro Bald, Man United badge. Manchester United are already drafting up a €40m/£33.3m summer bid for a Barcelona star viewed as a significant improvement on 2 United stars, and Barca's stance on cashing in has been detailed in a report. Ruben Amorim has brought his customary 3-4-2-1 formation to Old Trafford, with the Portuguese refusing to budge from his favored system despite lacking viable options in several positions. Man United did provide Amorim with a specialized wingback in the winter window when signing Patrick Dorgu from Lecce. The left-footer was deployed at right wingback when making his debut against Leicester in the FA Cup. Yet according to a fresh update from Spanish outlet El Nacional, Man United are already preparing a €40 million bid for another left-footed wingback. The report stated, Ruben Amorim's Manchester United is preparing €40 million to sign the Barcelona fullback in the summer. The fullback in question is Alejandro Bald. Amorim is said to view the 21-year-old Spain international as an ideal reinforcement for his project at Old Trafford. Explaining why, the report claimed Amorim believes Bald would serve as a significant improvement on 2 left-footed defenders already at his disposal, Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw. Zeroing in on precisely what traits has Amorim so enamored, it was claimed Bald's speed, offensive ability and defensive solidity are admired, as well as his ability to affect the game vertically. Will Barcelona cash in? Bald is a product of Barcelona's fabled La Masia Academy and is Hansi Flick's regular starter at left-back. Yet despite his importance to the Catalonians and being contracted until 2028, El Nacional made a case for why a summer bid from Man United could succeed. The report stated, Barca is in a delicate situation. Although Bald is a product of La Masia and one of the most promising fullbacks in European football, the offer from Manchester United is a temptation that is difficult to ignore in a difficult economic context for the club. The €40 million could be a significant financial injection, allowing the sports management to deal with other key reinforcements for next season. However, one figure in Barcelona who doesn't wish to see Bald depart is his manager. The report continued, Flick highly values Bald's progression and his impact on the team. His ability to traverse the wing with solvency, join the attack and maintain a good defensive performance make him a profile that is difficult to replace. In addition, his connection with players such as Pedri, Gavi or Fermin Lopez reflects the spirit of the new Barca generation. Summing up whether a proposed United bid would succeed, El Nacional concluded, the final decision will depend on several factors. The sporting project that Barca proposes to him, United's financial offer, and, above all, the will of the player himself. For now, the only thing that is clear is that Manchester United are determined to go all out for Bald, and Barca will have to assess whether they prioritize sporting stability or economic benefit. The summer is looking hectic in the offices at Camp Nou, and Bald's future will be one of the main focuses in the planning of Flick's new Barca. Manchester United still open to signing Giovanni Quenda amid doubts over two fullbacks' futures. Man United have been tracking Giovanni Quenda since his sporting debut under Ruben Amorim at the start of the season. Quenda made his debut under Amorim. Manchester United remain open to signing sporting winger Giovanni Quenda, despite the arrival of Patrick Dorgu from Lecce. United met with influential agent Jorge Mendes in November as his Gestified agency is now negotiating on behalf of the 17-year-old Quenda and his representative. United have been tracking Quenda since he made his debut for Sporting in August. A separate source said Mendes has bought half of Quenda's image rights. Quenda, 17, and Dorgu, 20, are both left-footed, and Dorgu occupied the wide right role on his debut against Leicester City that Quenda played in under Ruben Amorim at Sporting this season. However, Dorgu is expected to be primarily used on the left in the future, and United head coach Amorim wants attack-minded wingers to service the striker in the future. United have already loaned out Tyrell Malacia at PSV Eindhoven, who have an option to buy in the summer, and there is uncertainty over the future of fellow left-back Luke Shaw. Shaw has not started a match for United since February 18th last year, and he has played as many times for England as he has for United since then. He suffered a setback last week in his recovery from a hamstring injury that has kept Shaw sidelined for more than 2 months. The 30-year-old is under contract at United until 2027, but it is unclear whether United will tolerate another injury-prone season from Shaw, who has played 18 club games since August 2023. Club and agency sources rubbished reports in Portugal last week that United were planning to sign Quenda on transfer deadline day. Quenda has started in 18 of Sporting's 21 league fixtures this season and in all 8 of their Champions League ties. He has scored 2 goals and tallied 7 assists. The Portugal international has switched from the right wing to the left wing since Amorim left Lisbon in November, with Sporting now operating in a 4-3-3 formation under new coach Thiago Aguilar. Amorim's replacement, João Pereira, was sacked after only 8 games. Pereira retained Amorim's back 3 system, but Aguilar has opted for a back 4, sometimes with a second striker to partner the prolific Victor Gyökeres. Quenda was born in Guinea-Bissau and switched from Benfica's academy to Sporting at the age of 12. He was named in the club's matchday squad by Amorim as a 16-year-old last year and has been likened to the Arsenal winger Bukayo Saka. Mendes has a long-standing relationship with United dating back to Cristiano Ronaldo's first spell at the club in the 2000s. Mendes represented David De Gea for the majority of his 12 years at United, helped instigate Bruno Fernandes's transfer to United in 2020, and oversaw Ronaldo's return to the club the following year. United's executive vice chairman Ed Woodward hugged Mendes when he saw him in the director's box before Ronaldo's second debut against Newcastle United in September 2021. Stay tuned as we break down all the latest rumors and what they mean for United's future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all the freshest updates on your favorite club.